it out, would you say?
Was it, we would do the same mission or something else? We could do a classic survival.
Yeah, it's whatever you think, man.
Fair enough. I think an old classic. I just remembered, so, in the new Deviri thing, the Stalker thing reminded me of it, if you get to rank 10 opportunity, when you go through the circuit, there's a chance that one of your playable, Warframes is, you can just play as the Stalker himself.
Oh. That would be interesting.
Your job is to distract the enemy while a fellow Tenno operative raids the ship for much needed
Everyone was like, you should wake up. I'm like,
make your presence known.
You have a GPS and you know I just drove. I'm not asleep. If this is the most impressive sleep.
Yeah, I guess you could be asleep, but that'd be a little worrisome. Worrisome Laura Cat.
What an interesting day.
Yeah, the person is naming her infant Laura Cat, raising them in a beige room so there's no chance of, what's her exact words? It's like unwanted gender.
Yeah. See,
yeah.
I think you should just treat them like whatever their like actual like biological sex is first, and then if they like need a name change, just start calling them by the new name when they pick it, and then pay for legal name change with whichever one they've decided upon by the time they're 18.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Like, don't cause confusion where there's none. If they're their original sex as their gender, then it's easier that way. Just to assume that by like a default, because it's most likely there's a percentile chance of something occurring that's pretty high, and then just adapt as needed.
I feel like the poor kid's gonna be so confused.
Yeah, but at least they aren't named Kyle, spelled like an algebra equation.
I feel like that must be a reference to something, but I don't know what.
Fucking Elon Musk naming his kids
hieroglyphics. Kyle?
Yeah. That kid's name is Kyle, and that's the I don't fucking know, man.
There's no world in which that is. Whatever.
All this teaches me is that fucking. I mean, you can name the kid whatever you want, and they can just have their new name just be it. I know it says Kevin, it's pronounced Sierra. They could just say it's pronounced whatever the fuck, apparently, because words and spellings mean nothing now. It's a lawless land. There's a linguistics.
Yeah, basically.
I delivered a life support
being a
capsule
teacher,
in the area.
have you seen any really weird names like that?
Not really. We do live in like the Bible Belt though, so.
Yeah.
Hey dreamers.
Well,
we
don't tell
and ready to party.
Don't tell that to my coworker.
Yeah. Like
I think she wants to buy like 60 acres out in the country, so with no prior experience at all, she's wanting to get 11 cattle so she can use them as collateral.
You won't.
And my mother brought up the excellent point of how are you going to feed them? You can't even feed a hamster.
Yeah, cows are a lot harder to take care of than a hamster.
Yeah, you know, the animal that doesn't go anywhere or do anything except freak out when you don't feed or change
Life
it.
support on the way.
The only difficulty with a hamster is that they will manage to find some way to die to actually nothing. 100 times out of 100. You will take perfect care, they will sneeze wrong and implode. and that will be what kills them.
That is an interesting mental image, I must say.
Hamsters are notorious for finding the means of just dying for like no apparent reason.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
So if you give them a legitimate reason, they will die really fast to that. But I think the one that has like gotten to me in terms of like an annoyance is people not being able to fathom the Greek and Latin root words and what the fuck they mean. Like, as a fellow man of science, if I say bi, poly, and pan, what do those three words mean to you?
I see, yeah. That's two, multiple, and all.
And all. Yeah. Most people seem to think all of them mean the same thing. They seem to think those are all the same word. Like, bi means all of them, right?
Are not.
Oh, right, that's not how bi meaning the number 2 works. Excuse me.
I love the just slow, like the verbal slow clap of that's not how that works. That's not how language works.
I tried to correct someone for that online about them using the root words, just like 2 + 2 = 5 levels of incorrectly, and they're like got all mad, like thinking I'm like some kind of like bigot or whatever. Or, like I got like ganged up on. I'm like, I'm correcting your use of the word, using it wrong. Like I support it, it means whatever I feel it means. I'm like, that's not how words work. Please.
You're objectively using it wrong.
I support all the words, but they mean different things. Use the right word.
I'm pro-words, just pro-word being used right.
Like, I took too many classes of linguistics to withstand this psychological attack upon me.
This will help our cause. Extraction is available
But they're not,
if you need it.
like, take 2 years of linguistics to have words mean nothing.
Oh yeah, because you are an English major, aren't you? Or an ESL major, at least.
Yes, which required me to learn, like, linguistics and, like, anthropology and shit, but like I not only understand words, but how the hell they're formed and like what their meanings derive from, and what their like cultural influence upon them is, and by every single metric, they're still using it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, words are pretty objective. Like, they do have some subjectivity, but not in their Latin and Greek root words.
They're only up to interpretation in their, like, implicit meaning rather than their explicit meaning. Meaning words can have, like, a secondary meaning, but the literal meaning of the word cannot be argued.
Did you want to do the, vault runs in, the derelict?
Oh, yeah, we can do that.
Alright.
We can go ahead if you want to do that, or we can go to 10. I just like doing this because this is all classic. Remember, like, back in college, we would just do this for like an hour while talking about, like, just playing catch-up? Yes. We can do this pretty mindlessly. It's like, how did our conversation go today? About 2 battalions killed. That seems about right.
Yep. Yeah, 'tis glorious. One thing I don't like about survival is the fact if your KPS falls too low, you lose. Like, even though it's not really that I couldn't survive, it's that I couldn't kill them faster.
I mean, yeah.
There's a hard limit just because there's only so much damage you can objectively do.
Yeah, I mean, I think the best thing is, I mean, Steel Path survival is a lot better because the sheer amount of enemies and the amount of health and damage they do, if you're not killing them fast enough to keep your life support up, they're killing you fast enough that it's a survival problem in general.
Yeah, I could get behind that.
Because it was a little more balanced.
As all things should be. Speaking of the Avengers, have you seen the new Guardians?
The very newest one, not yet. I've been meaning to. I've been trying to get there.
Yeah, the family and I are gonna see it today. Not Jojo, I think he's at work, but my mother and I are gonna go watch it.
I hear it's pretty good. Like I've heard it's like it takes a darker tone. And I'm like,
that's what I've heard too. I have not heard anything specifically about what, just that it is.
I've only gotten the generalization that it involves animal cruelty or of some sort.
No, I mean that is pretty dark, but
I've heard there's other things, but that's the only like vaguely specific, not that specific thing that I've been told regarding it.
Oh hey, I found a Iatane room.
Oh nice.
One of those like parkour courses. I'm gonna wait for you though.
Reinforcements.
Oh wow! All right.
I just like plopped down like.
Like oh wait, hello. All right. Not for long, I guess. Works for me. Ah shit! I missed. Ah, there's nothing in here.
I mean, these crates have a pretty high chance of being rare crates, where you would like find one of the ship parts in those type of vaults.
Critical
so that's why I went ahead and opened them anyways.
Extraction is your best option.
I guess as I consider, I fired literally one bullet and just got 20% life support from that.
Life support's critical. Extraction's your best option. Proceeds to just decimate like 40 dudes. Is it?
Fires literally one bullet. Is it?
You can recycle the mods into Endo, right?
Yes. So all the mods are helpful. I recycle thousands
the longer you fight,
regularly.
The more successful we will be.
I didn't realize we got that here. That's kind of cool.
What is this?
Iron is used to exchange for specific relics for current prime frames and stuff.
Ooh, nice.
They're just getting random relics. They give you a resource to pick the relic you wanted, as opposed to whatever the fuck relic. So it's objectively better. It is a...
Oh yeah.
It's difficult... Oh, go ahead.
I know you're all good, man. I had been in the middle of talking about Laura Ket when I cut myself off. How the mother vapes. Turns out it's not a legal vape either, because she said it had straight up THC in it.
Ah.
And she's doing this at Walmart.
To be fair, it's Walmart, I mean...
Well, she gave so the bosses at Walmart are called team leads or coaches, at least the boss. But, they're cutting our hours across the board, and she said, you cut my hours, I'll quit. Her hours got cut. Because, gasp, they're not going to listen to a threat. They're like, this is Walmart, you didn't need a degree to come here, we don't need a degree to replace you.
I mean, yeah.
Get Fifle and about 12 other guys to just come in here and take your spot.
Useless weed heads are a dime a dozen. If you're an actual hard worker, they might take that threat seriously. If you were like 400% output and you're worth like 7 workers, you might be harder to replace, and they'll actually be like, all right, let's
work with
do
you
something
here.
about that. But if you're like, if you work like a dime a dozen, then you're worth a dime a dozen.
Yeah, basically.
Because like my roommate has some mental health problems and needed to take a bit of a leave of absence and like threatened to quit if not given it. But the lab works hard, and so they like allowed him. They even are trying to like change him around the store because they like don't want to lose him because he works that hard.
Yeah, that's good. It's a testament to his character.
Indeed. He just is. Like, honestly, the funniest thing is that the thing causing his like mental stress at work is that there's a bunch of people like Laura Ket person that are like useless and it's driving him nuts. He's like, why don't any of you fucking do anything?
Yeah, her name, I guess I can just say it. Her name is Bailey.
You're free to use names because I fucking don't know anybody. Honestly, the thing I've learned about this town is that somehow a lot of people randomly know who the fuck I am. I don't know who the fuck they are. So like, I don't know who the hell Bailey is, but they probably somehow miraculously know me and I don't know them.
Yeah, that tracks. I know there was this older gentleman in there looking for Joseph by name, and he, to this day, has no idea who that guy was or what the hell he wanted.
Yeah. I don't know.
So it was like, the only older gentleman I know is my teacher, and it's like, it wasn't him. 'Cause I know what Mr. Maya looks like too, and that was not him.
Yeah. All I can say is that, like, I swear, I could probably go to a fucking deserted island and still manage to find someone who somehow knew my dad and therefore knew me.
Your dad is a giga chad of helping people, though.
I have settled on the best possible way to refer to my dad. He's the Giga Dad.
Yes.
Because like
he is the Giga Dad.
But like everyone that knows him, he's immediately their adoptive dad.
Yep.
On a complete aside, I have good medical news.
Well, that's rare. Do tell.
It is, the doctor finally took me seriously. Because, like, you know, my pain tolerance is a little, unbelievable. To the detriment that it was actually difficult for the doctor to believe me that I was in pain at all. But they finally believed me, so I have chronic pain medication finally.
Wow, that is good, man. You've needed that for since
a long time.
Yeah, it was like pretty much since I've known you, which is like kindergarten through 8th grade.
It's like 13, 14 years at this point, something like that.
Something insane. I remember back in middle school, you had your limiter basically, where if you ran too much, your body was like, yeah, you're gonna fucking stop that.
It's like, yeah, nah, we're gonna stop doing that now.
We don't do that here.
I essentially only believe because the pain escalated because of the whole thing and back thing and collarbone thing. The pain was getting bad enough that it was disrupting my sleep patterns, and no sleep plus pain and being awoken via, like, I wake up POV Julius Caesar tier pain.
Oh my god.
I was like, listen here, I need something. I'm like, listen here now, you have to resolve this. What? Like, I was trying to work for the schools and didn't have the time to resolve it, but like I finally had the time because paid vacation, I have good health insurance, and the doctor is believing me now, so I'm starting to actually resolve some of these problems, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear it, man. You've again needed it for a long time.
It was coming at a time where it was I could not wait any longer than this. It was.
I don't know how you waited as long as you did, man.
Sheer willpower. Lots of it. But it was getting bad enough it was starting to break down my willpower. That says a lot. So,
yeah, you have enough willpower it would intimidate Aaron Yeager. Aaron McWillpower Yeager.
I still think I can't really top the I now have 2 medical stories that just like send a message in regards to describing my pain tolerance. There's the so I think JoJo actually has the best understanding of comparative pain tolerance now, because like he had that hernia surgery.
I've had how to do the things, the derelict. Oh yeah, I also need to just straight up unlock missions on Steel Path. Like,
I've actually not unlocked all of mine either. I've yet to fully complete my star chart for the Steel Path, because I mostly just did the ones that I do for farming. But there's actually mastery behind doing that, and I'm actually really close to MR 30, so I would actually.
I'm really close to MR 15.
14.
I don't know. It's something ridiculous, but yeah, 14, yes. 14, 30.
Exterminate, right? Exterminate is just kill the Daleks. No.
Bailey has a real weird patchwork of pop culture knowledge, because I had said that to her before. She was like, I just want to exterminate all of these damn bees. I was like, first of all, bees are good for the environment. Second of all, channeling your dialect. She just looked at me and said, what the hell is that? I was like, it means you're not one of my people. I didn't say that. I just said, oh, it's a thing from Doctor Who.
You just reminded me of something that's like it's technically a bad thing, but the way that it was resolved is hilarious.
Accept your death, and you may yet avoid.
All right. Sorry, camera went up my perineum for a second. You were saying.
So I'm gonna start with technically the bad thing, and then I'm gonna go with the hilarious way that it has been resolved. So our neighbor state, Missouri, is trying. I think it was either Missouri or Florida, one of the weird ones. They're like the same state in terms of like weird shit. There's like Missouri, like anytime weird, stupid political stuff happens, it is always either Florida, Missouri, or Ohio. That's just how it is.
Yeah, Ohio is the Ohio of states.
Yeah. But essentially, they made like a website they're trying to like get people to like rat each other out, like try to rat out trans people for like despicable reasons, and they countered it by flooding all of the reports with the B-movie script.
Oh my god, that is beautiful.
Until it broke. They fucking broke it with the B-movie script. Which is just hilarious to me. That they did that.
It's hilarious in general, my dude.
I'm like, this is the best.
B-movie script.
I'm like, this is great. And then someone made a meme that's like, why is it any time...
like, fresh cone from my gin?
Yeah, it is plant. It don't do much.
Yeah, what do I do? That's another one. What the hell do I do with them?
Basically nothing. It allows you to create health restores, like single-use full health restores for your frame as a gear.
That's not helpful at all.
Yeah, it's like we kind of forget those exist because like usually you're either fine or absolutely dead and there is no in between.
Yeah, there's not really a time where I've been like, man, I wish I had a single-use health restore up in here.
Like, everything does enough damage to make you have to restore all your health. You already died, and there's no point in using.
Yeah, I remember there was a time where you needed to make, like, anti-venoms or something for a mission.
Yeah. It is also used for those, but those like don't exist anymore.
It's not actually necessary.
Yeah, no. They were for an event mission. It isn't around anymore.
Okay, well then I will just keep moving even if it's starting to scan those, because there's no point.
Like, I mean, they're free. It costs you nothing to have them, but they're kind of like don't do anything either. So, kind of a bit of a net neutral on that one.
found a cephalon fragment.
Nice.
And a dog chewing off my paint. Ow. One of those health restores might be nice. Though at this point it wouldn't really be a health restore, it'd be preparation H.
I mean, if you need, I can do stuff to restore some health. I just gotta find, like, a guy or two.
Yeah, somehow I don't really want my best friend dealing me preparation H. It's just... it's
No, like,
too far.
It's actually the opposite. My Warframe throws sand at you, and I throw sand at them, and somehow it heals you. I don't understand how, but it does.
You know all those teeth marks in your taint? Let's fix it with a dollop of sand.
Look, it could have been salt. It could be worse.
Yeah, that's fair. Or it could be sand, or it's both.
I mean, fought well.
It might be both. I mean, it's just a granular substance. That's all I know about it.
Yeah, Moonlight Dragonfly just as an uncommon plant found only at night.
Actually, there is something there's a use for. I forgot. It's a... You use them to make a thing that lets you challenge specters that drop, like, specific mods. But I forgot what the fuck that thing was, because, like, it has been actual years since I've done that.
I can look through my foundry. I mean, is it worth getting those mods?
Yeah, they're worth some platinum. Like, usually, about at least as much as an augment mod, about, like, 10 to 15 platinum.
Yeah, it'd probably be under...
Be like a
gear.
Either miscellaneous or gear, because it's a thing you consume. It's one of those two.
Airlock pods, Fomorian Disruptor, Razorback Cipher.
It's the apothecs. It's like the Nightfall apothec, Twilight apothec, and
it.
Sunrise apothec. Those things. It's used for crafting those, and those you use them.
I can make a Twilight apothec. I don't know why I'd want to, but.
They allow you to challenge the specters or whatever. So, like, if you have one in your inventory, and you find the little shrine on, like, an Earth map, you can go in there and, like, kill, like, an AI, like, Oberon or Loki or whatever it is, and it drops things.
Are literally all of these exterminate? Like, I don't have an issue with it, I'm just curious.
Is this not the same one?
Yeah, no. It's marked with a blue diamond, so it's not new. Or, it is new.
Fair
I used
enough.
to have no white diamonds, now I have one white diamond, so...
Nice. But now they're not all exterminated, so... There was a...
Oh.
I had one last funny thing. So
yeah,
I made
go
a
for it,
meme.
man.
Each enemy is more
They said,
powerful than before.
why is it anytime someone needs to break some kind of, like, political bad thing, it's always U3. And it's like, the fucking, like, U2 is like, it's like the Shrek movie script and, like, the B movie script. And, like, some other thing that I forgot what it was. It's always use those to break things. It's hilarious.
But yeah, what I was saying is I got my first reply to the faux ha post I made, and it was faux ha with three question marks. Like, look into it, man. It's good, I promise.
So, speaking of good, 20 minutes till it is time for Battlefront.
Ooh, yes, that is good news.
Let's double check my death. Indeed.
Did Thanos ever actually say that? Because I don't remember him actually saying that
Stay
in
focused.
anything but the
There's a
trailer.
heavy unit approaching.
You know, I don't know. That did remind me, in regards to like the Marvel movies reminded me of another like long-running series of movies. I think they're making more Transformers movies.
Oh, they totally are. Just throwing that out there, they almost certainly are. So, out of curiosity, aside from being hard, what's the point of Steel Path missions? Oh, right, Mastery.
Not just Mastery. Acolytes show up to give Steel Essence, which allow you to purchase very powerful things from the Teshin shop, such as arcane adapters to put arcanes on your primary and secondary weapons. They give them power that makes melee weapons obsolete, if that tells you how strong they are.
Good heavens, in this game?
Yeah.
Granted, I mean, I did see a weapon earlier where the trigger pull crashed my whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, these are the same acolytes who you Lanka'd straight into oblivion when they were a world event?
Yes.
That is hilarious.
They're now mini-bosses and spawn at a base scaling of 150 minimum, and they scale like 50% faster than the rest of the enemies, so they reach level cap very fucking fast. But it's fine, I bought the big iron, we'll be fine.
My weapons do jack shit against them right now because I still have mastery fodder on.
And to be fair, aren't your builds from like literally years ago?
Yeah. My favorite weapons in the game, the Boltus, I lost them. I was just randomly selling shit that was max ranked and wasn't even looking, and then when I went to put my favorite weapon back on, it was gone. I was like, ah.
I have fantastic news. There exists an endgame version better than the Boltus. From the... Yes, there's an Incarnon version of that. There's an Incarnon Tonfos called the Praetos that are the Boltus, but unlock an alternate attack mode tantamount to this pistol you see me firing that also allow you to narwhal faster.
That is like my entire thing.
So,
how do I get that? If you don't mind my
the place
asking.
we were getting all of those collectibles. You get them with the collectibles. So it's literally you get them through your favorite thing. You get your favorite thing. It's literally the perfect world for that. You know, we've been doing these missions, and the acolytes are just like, I feel like they see what we're doing, and they're like, oh, I just had to call him out. I was about to call him a little bitch. They don't want to fight me, and they're like, real shit? Oh, there they is. Wait, are they after you? Oh, they're after you. I'm on my way. Big iron.
Jeez. Well, that did it. Is there anything I have to like,
the fucking door
on, or...?
Yeah. We just pick it up. It just drops on them when they did. Dropped a couple steel lessons.
I got 2 steel lessons. Don't know if that's good or bad. Don't know what
it is. It is. It takes either 15 or 25 for one adapter, so it takes a little bit, but they're immensely impactful, each one that you get.
Yeah, it's not Warframe. It's not the usual levels of Warframe. Oh, you need 12,000 of them. Have fun.
No, so like, I'll give you an example.
To be fair, it is fun.
Yes.
Now they have fun. Oh well, I won't. It is legitimately entertaining.
Another successful mission.
I'll give you an example. The arcane that's on this pistol right now.
Ow.
3 headshot kills will give me 540% base damage, 30% headshot multiplier, and removes 50% of my recoil.
Found a Soma Cord thing.
As you conquer the foe,
I was just giving an example of like that's what one arcane does for like a pistol.
I also got a ribbon sliver.
And they actually added more stuff you can do with those. It used to just be you could get one veiled ribbon per week. It costs 10 slippers. That's all you that buys out the shops. You have like 100 of them. You can physically spend 10 a week. And I was like, well, what do I do with all of them? But they added more stuff, so now you can buy like a Kuba with them and some credits and shit like that.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Alright, so that was Mariana. Now this is capture. So now it is different.
Capture mission, you say?
Oh no.
About to like feed our Warframes like just like an entire liter of Monster Energy drinks while also giving them a straight IV of nitrous oxide.
Oof.
These foes deserve your respect. Honor them with quick deaths, and I with your victory.
Target located. Bring them in. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
That's just kind of funny that I did.
Escorted to the extraction point. That's what we did, Lotus.
I like didn't hit anything else. Our speed was such that I rolled up to the capture target and promptly hit him 82 times in that time period.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Funniest thing is that like this isn't even the fastest frame anymore. Like, but like the other two that are faster, or technically three that are faster, are too fast. But yeah, I can't even control them
It is done, Tenno.
inside like a normal map. They like require an open world, and I still like hit stuff. They're too fast.
That's ridiculous.
Actually, I just remembered something on a side note. Did you ever get Elden Ring? Or no?
No, I didn't.
Ah.
This is another exterminate one. Oh, nope, it's interception.
Ooh, interception. Ugh. Gross. I'm just gonna bring this and hope it goes well. We shall see. I think I've got enough range on this.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
Ow.
Tower online.
Ow.
This tower is ours now. We have lost control of a tower. Tower lost.
We only have to do one round of this bullcrap, right?
Yeah. If you can attempt to take either A or D, I will attempt to hold the two that we've gotten thus far.
Alright.
You have captured a radio tower. The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Who the hell is still taking this? Who? How?
The
Where?
enemy have captured
Oh,
a
there's a
tower.
That
hacking
is my
thing
least
underneath.
favorite part of this mission type, where I'm just like, who is stopping me from doing the do?
Tower captured. Beginning stream decode now.
Well, it sucks too, is like they can just straight
Tower
capture it. We
online.
have to neutralize and then capture it.
You have to like stand around, they just hack it. I'm like, bruh.
We are in total control.
Wish I could just
Keep
do that.
fighting. Tower lost.
Ow.
Oh, on my way. Oh,
Who the hell is conflicting this?
The enemy have captured a tower. We have lost control of a tower. The enemy have taken a tower. You must recapture it.
Yeah, thanks, Lotus. I know you actually can do stuff now. You might as well, you know, unplug yourself and help. Like, Nata is not powerless. She's just choosing to be.
anyways, where's this guy? Where he at?
This tower is ours now. Message decoded. Leave none alive. Clear out the remaining enemy forces.
Or that leave none alive and you proceed to just hose them down with bullets.
Indeed.
Mamma Mia Pizzeria. What the hell is that?
They're really under here. I believe we got it.
The enemy have deployed fierce reinforcements. Are you willing to stay and decode more messages?
Hell no.
Take a game.
Try and
there we
capture
go.
another signal. Be careful, though. The enemy has surely rallied stronger
It is
reinforcements.
done.
He's like, do you wish to continue playing Interception? I'm like, no. So that reminds me, the Steel Path Circuit being a mix of all the good endless mission types is great, because like technically Interception's an endless mission type, but it's not in there, and I'm like, thank you. Please keep it out of there.
Yeah.
I still don't like that they put Excavation in there, but at least gave the Excavators like 50,000 health as opposed to like 20 health for some reason. I can't fathom. It has scaling health, which is much better.
So we've got a defense or spy. I'd like to do the spy.
Alright. Should bring my extremely lazy loadout for spy. Oh, were you not ready?
That?
Hear
Can
what?
you hear that over your... My phone's going off.
Oh.
It's probably Bailey calling in last minute to ask if I can cover for her. The answer is no, I'm busy.
Understandable.
I already had plans today and they didn't involve going to Walmart.
The art of combat must be practiced to truly master the canvas of war.
I don't guarantee I'm going to be able to do these without being detected. I'm pretty sure I can't stop the enemies. But I'll do my best to at least hack the things.
Tenno, be on the
I
lookout for
can
increased security measures.
For sure
The
guarantee
enemy would
whichever
rather
one that I
destroy
go
their
into. I
data than let it get
brought
into our hands.
the counter to having to have any skill for it. I can go through lasers, I'm invisible, and I have a thing that hacks for me.
Yeah, the stealth kill thing straight up doesn't kill them.
He's feeling better. I'm not exactly equipped to kill them right now
If you
either.
trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data. Stay focused. There's
Still
a
just
heavy
more
unit
about-
approaching.
They don't have to kill them if they don't know I was ever here.
Alarms have been triggered. You need to retrieve that data
The
before the
alarms
data
ain't the only
destruction is
thing
complete.
triggered, Lotus.
I think we only have to actually successfully do one of them, so you'll be fine. Oh shit. I was like, I'm far.
Yeah, no worries, man.
They destroyed the data. This must not happen again with the next vault.
But yes, at least I'm pretty sure we only need the one.
Yeah. Which I'm absolutely guaranteeing now because I've got a auto
We're
hack.
nearing the console. Trigger the alarms now, and they will start destroying the data.
Yeah. I honestly haven't been playing Warframe as much recently as I used to, just because, like, mostly because I found another game that I really like playing.
What game is that?
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent.
Phantasy Star
You
Online
need to
2.
hurry.
Crap, I don't know how to hurry. I don't know where I'm going.
Fair enough. Well, we got one for sure, so I don't think I'm gonna make it over there before that thing goes off.
Yeah.
The data
there's
we
a
retrieved
line.
will have to suffice. Get to extraction.
Oh, get bent, Lotus. You could have helped.
Okay. So this frame isn't very fast. I have to. My fastest movement method is literally rolling, like spam rolling. If I bullet jump, I leave the invisibility, which is very bad for my 225 health.
Yeah, I would imagine so.
Like, good thing they can't see me, because if they see me, I explode. I immediately die.
As you conquer the foe, so you
Still
conquer
counted though.
yourself.
Yeah.
Alright, I believe the next one is defense.
Alright.
Yeah, defense, steel path.
I forgot to mention, because of the arcane, some of the old school weapons, or the arcanes with the incarnate, some of the old school weapons are now like the strongest weapons in the game. Like the regular Furus is like probably one of the strongest secondary weapons of the game now.
Oh my lord, what did they do to the Furist?
Made it hit like a Kuba Nucor, but it still has access to its lifesteal mod, so it's slightly less damage than a Nucor, but you get 20% of a Nucor's damage worth of health back from a gun. Something about lifesteal gun is a little something else, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I wish we got the Warframe we're defending in the cryopod. If only so I can feed him to my wall.
Yes. Still greatly enjoy the sound design on this thing.
Oh yeah. something hilarious about watching Granute struggle up a ladder and just jumping over in Super Mario style. Does my uwu actually help?
It does. I think the funniest thing is that ability, the Excal's uwu, as you called it, is the ability that he gives to the Helminth if you feed him to the Helminth, and so then he unlocks the ability for any Warframe in the game to uwu at will.
Yeah. I told you that about Bailey, right?
What?
Her sister believes she's a fox.
You did not tell me that.
Okay, well Bailey's sister thinks she's a fox.
Alright then.
Because I asked what her sister's name was, and it's Moonlight.
Ah. But of
Like,
course.
that doesn't sound like a given name.
No.
I mean, I'm like, I don't really care what you identify as long as you keep yourself in that mascot outfit the hell over there.
Listen, I don't care what you identify as, but if you touch either animals or children, I'm going to identify as a problem.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's why I'm like furries are a no-go for me, Bob.
Let's go on the offensive.
I need to use the restroom real quick, so I'm just gonna like vault into the sky here.
Understandable.
Alright, I'll be back.
Right?
Am I still muted?
No, you're there.
Awesome. Well,
I'm gonna request we are.
Jenkins.
Just like, will he leave, this guy that's next to me, leave him alive? Look at the defense target's health. Needs to heal a little bit. So I'm preserving this guy for a little bit. While that comes back a little.
Wise choice. I guess I'll scan some of these plants here just in case I ever need an apothec.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep this guy around. If you see anybody else, it's free real estate.
Alright. I do appreciate the fact the thing can heal, because oh my god, does it need to.
Yeah.
Granted, I wish we could heal it, but...
Some frames can, like Wisp can. But I'm not currently a frame that does that. Wisp can.
Oh, I thought you said Risk, like the board game, and I was like, the hell? I mean, to be fair, if ever there's a fitting name for Warframe, Risk is definitely up there.
It did remind me, the next Warframe we're getting is based off Julius Caesar. They literally have knives all over them. Like, in them. The only problem with the thing healing is it only heals when things aren't hitting it, so like if someone else is alive and doesn't have the gun jammed or is shooting at me instead of the thing, then it like stops healing for a second or two, I'm like, bruh.
Also, I'm getting Samaris points because that's the scanner I've hooked up to my Helios.
Indeed.
Is he still useful?
Yeah, he still has mods that are really valuable because no one likes scanning for him.
Fair enough.
And they're like incredibly impactful mods at that.
I see by the fact there was some steel essence smeared on the ground, someone must have come along.
So there was an Acolyte, there was the Acolyte version of Mesa, and they decided to go all the way over there to attack you instead of me, and so I had to go over there and abandon the defense target long enough to find them. That's
Sorry
kind of the nature of it. Oh no, that's no problem. It was really funny because I immediately activated my ability and they have a thing where they do like the tidal surge from Hydroid that makes them invulnerable for a second, but it doesn't stop me from building up my rate of fire by shooting at them. They just can't take the damage yet, so by the time they became vulnerable again, it sounded like an A-10 Warhog.
Oh god.
They got. I'm running into an issue. This guy's going to kill himself.
The reason I had mentioned Moonlight, by the way, is that's who was calling me. Bailey gave out my phone number to Moonlight.
I see. Oh, there's someone else alive. Perfect.
I didn't answer it because I didn't know what the hell she could possibly want.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, I mean, what does a fox want at like 9:30 in the morning?
You know, I don't know. And I don't think I want to.
Yeah, I'm with you there. Good God, the sound design on that.
Sounds magnificent. I probably should have bought a more defensive frame than this. But I wanted it to go faster to be a killing stuff. We're having another Acolyte? Bruh.
Ow, bruh. Jomo.
One by Nashi. Where the hell he teleported me? There you go. He teleported the wrong person, idiot. Goddamn lift status. Need a bit of a hand here.
I'm on it. Or not.
Well, never mind. The problem is he got me right as he got me right as I got out of my floor, which allowed him to use the lifted status on me, which made me ragdolled in the air and unable to do anything. Which is how he got me, because he just juggled me there. Sad.
Yeah, so you're teaching English as a second language. Is that what you're teaching right now? Well, not right now, but... So I know the plan used to be to go to Japan. Is that still a thing?
It still is, but things are... tumultuous. You know what I mean?
Sort of. I'm trying to leave that one alive.
Aye.
So the thing can heal.
Yes. Whereas that one, so I can stand next to them, they get, like, stun locked. Or do you beat them?
Anyway, you
I don't know.
saying Japan?
Yes, that's still where I intend on going eventually, but... keeps getting pushed back, because things keep happening. I graduated during the middle of world events, so then the world events keep happening.
Ooh. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, we both already know about the whole COVID occurred.
Yeah, boy did it. It brought out the anorexia in me, and it's led to me having all kinds of problems.
Yeah. I graduated during the year that started, and then, so the country I was going to go to closed because of that. And I was like, oh, well. So plans got put a little on hold. So they're opening up a little bit more now, but it is what it is. Are those enemies? They're just legit AFK.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit.
Straight up out. Just sitting there.
Fair
I'm
enough.
fine with that.
As am I. I ain't got to do shit about them.
Oh my god, I can get synthesis points off of you.
But now, like, currently what I'm doing is I am a paraeducator, and man, the things that it's just solidified that I would teach in Japan and not the US, I'll tell you that.
What happened?
Oh man, the number of things that I'm like, the amount of problems that I did not fathom that, like, third graders could have. Like, they're just built different nowadays. Trying to teach the American TikTok kiddos is, like, impossible. And as, like, a paraeducator, I am explicitly there to help the teacher as needed, and mostly with the high behavior problem children.
Yeah, something about a kid telling me to get bent and then busting out a Fortnite dance is not my thing.
I wish it was just that. Like, they got, like, no intention. Like, I think the worst thing I've had to deal with thus far, because, like, just two things. One of the kiddos that I had to spend a lot of time with, obviously I can't disclose anything other than, like,
oh yeah,
this thing is the kiddo.
I wouldn't ask you to.
But, like, we, like, had to call the cops on an 8-year-old thrice in 1 year.
Good lord. Like the
Another one of
straight up
the
police?
Yeah, another one of the kiddos. I had to. I never thought in any of my days I would have to at an elementary school have to interrupt a kid's happy fun time by yourself session in the school, in the bathroom.
Well, I guess at least he went to the bathroom and not the middle of class like that one kid.
Oh no, he went there because he got caught in class prior.
Oh, glorious.
An 8-year-old Googling big booty bitches with the 2 feet of the substitute directly behind her back. I'm like, you were 8. Who the fuck taught you this? How? These are problems an 8-year-old should not be able to fathom, let alone have.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro. And then, like, the counselors had to, like, shut down parts of the school because a fucking kindergartner tried to shank them.
That's
I'm like,
unpleasant. Shank them with what? It's a school.
some absolute genius thought it was appropriate to have, like, teacher scissors that for, like, gardening or whatever within reach of a kindergartner. That was, like, on their desk, and the kindergartner was like, it's for real estate. I'm gonna shank you now.
That reminds me. At my workplace, this little kid kept doing the I'm watching you eyes. He was wearing a Spider-Man mask into Walmart. And I don't mean like a Spider-Man surgical mask. I mean full-on face mask, like Halloween, not N95. And he had in his hand some glinting objects, and I didn't realize what they were until the rack outside of plants collapsed on top of the person trying to stock them, slicing her leg open so bad it needed like 10 to 12 stitches.
Oh, jeez.
The kid had unscrewed the rack and nearly killed this person.
Yeah, people, like, these TikTok kids do, like, fucking insane things for those views. TikTok is a light upon this world. If you don't have it, don't get it. Like, it's bad. Like,
Oh, I don't get it, even if I did have it.
like, I think that's pretty bad. I think the most egregious, like, losing faith in humanity thing I've seen is that some guy, and he's not even been prosecuted for it. I'm like, you gotta be some kind of, like, we should invent a law to send this guy to prison for that. Like, a guy saw a dad get stabbed to death in front of his daughter, and he goes over there and starts filming it as a TikTok right. It's like, oh my god, this dude dead. And I'm like, well, while the kid is still like, didn't call the cops. Didn't call the cops or anything. Is filming himself reacting to this daughter crying over her bleeding out dad. I'm like, you are on a subhuman level, almost to the tier of the guy that stabbed him. Like,
yeah.
Like, I'm like, that's an unspeakable, like, moral crime. Like, you can't just do that.
I know there's such a thing as thought police, and let's not be controlling what people think, but this is beyond that.
Like, this is egregious. This needs to cease immediately. Just reminds me, like, I think the thing that I'm still not used to, and it's only an American school thing, and it's why I'm like, be alright being a teacher. I don't want to be a teacher here. It's the fact that, like, not only do kids, like, elementary school kids, sometimes give death threats. That's bad. What's worse is we have to take it seriously because some first grader shot his teacher in a different state. A first grader.
A first grader had access to a gun.
And somehow successfully smuggled it into a school building and shot his teacher with it. Deliberately. Like, committed first-degree murder at first grade.
How do you even prosecute that?
I don't know. I'm like, like, what the fuck?
Love to hear the defense's argument on that one.
Yeah.
Are we able to keep going, or do you think we should let the thing heal a little more?
I'd let it get to 60k, and then I think we're good. It's
Alright.
almost there. But
I love how the hoses and shit stay snapped off. With so much of the glass is broken, we could reach in there and just take the dude out.
I think the funniest thing is that it's broken almost exclusively where his crotch is. Like they're aiming directly for his dick, and or like it's like he's healing, but he's breaking out now. That's what's going on. He's like,
yeah. Also, I noticed if I jump on top of this thing, I take damage, and then I get a blue adaptation thing.
yeah. So this thing's doing like impact damage. The air spewing out of it does a lot of like damage over time. It's not good for your health.
Well, yeah, I get this blue 19-second adaptation, 60%.
Yeah, it's because your adaptation. The more you get hit with the damage type, the more resistant you become to it, up to 90%.
Oh.
It's very good for survivability. There are good pieces of news in the world, though. Have you heard? There's a recent cancer treatment that they've been seeing like a really high success rate in. I think it was somewhere around like 70%, something like that. That's pretty good.
Yeah, is it one of the antibody treatments?
I don't know the specifics on it, but I try not to read too far into too much of the news. I just see a little bit of it, and if it's something of concern, I'll read into it. If I see good news, I just kind of read the headline like, good news, and I accept that. I don't want to read far enough to think that it's bad news.
Yeah, that's fair.
Bad news I read further in, hoping that it turns into good news, like some trying to search desperately for a silver lining. The good news, I just take it at face value and hope.
Yeah, that's not a bad practice.
In other good gaming news, so do you recall Remnant from the Ashes, the video game?
Sounds familiar, but I can't say I remember it now.
Third-person shooter with a bit of RNG mixed in, Souls-like.
Good heavens, another Acolyte.
This one's
Directly
extraordinarily
in my ass.
dangerous. He teleported me over to him.
I cannot make him
Go
stop
Burr.
doing the thing.
Keeps teleporting me to him. Use your blind. I need you to like ooh for the win. You have to res yourself. If I stop to res you, they're gonna kill it. Just spam ooh so they stop shooting the thing. I'll give you energy pads. Oh, he hit me. Energy thing here.
Yamate Los Manos.
I can imagine this, but it's not screaming ooh, your exile just going like Yamate! Yamato! Yamato!
What is the difference between those two?
Yamate is the command stop. Yamato is like a plead stop.
Maybe you explain the difference between Tuscate and Otuske is help me or help me.
Yes, like,
I need your help with this table. I need your help against an existential threat.
yes. Well, it's technically 3 tiers. Tetsurate is like help with like a chore. Tuscate is like help me. And then like Otuske is like help! I'm dying over here! Otuske is like help, I'm in like a bar fight. Otuske is I'm being assaulted by a bear with cocaine.
God, did you see that movie, Cocaine Bear?
It has a bear in it, so no.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Only good bear is a dead bear.
Reinforcements available.
Did you hear about the good boys being trained to attack bears?
Good dance.
Scare them the hell off?
What?
Yeah, there's dogs being trained to be just the goodest boys. They'll defend the property against bears.
Ah, yes. I have heard of that.
Yeah, like
I didn't
the
know they were
dog
being
is
trained
liter-
specifically for that.
Yeah, the dog is literally that strong. A bear season's like, oh,
Oh, I ain't fucking with that.
let's see what else we've got. The Venus Junction. A single-player mission must be completed alone. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that before it'll unlock any of the other ones.
I do have bad news. That Warframe Spectre scales with Steel Path. That is a level 150 Warframe that you're gonna have to try and kill.
Oh god, and it's a Volt. He's gonna be
I recommend-
real slick.
I recommend abusing the Uwu button that just tells them stop. You expect Yamato, and then wait for the timer around, then Yamato again. On repeat until they die.
Yep, that worked.
Like, no matter how strong they are, if they don't get a turn. CC is pretty strong, especially in 1v1s.
Yep.
But I have good news regarding that junction. And unlocked something else. Battlefront 2 is ready.
Oh, nice. Oh. Yeah, I gotta go at 11. We might as well just keep doing this.
I mean, we could, but I mean, like, half an hour's enough time to do at least something in Battlefront 2.
Yeah, I am definitely down for more Loha, or whatever I said it was.
I don't recall.